The Great Big Gigantic Turnip, a Russian folk tale. What is the biggest vegetable you have seen? How would you pick a giant vegetable? There was once an old man who planted a turnip. He dug a hole deep into the ground and gently placed the tiny seed inside. "May this small seed sprout and grow a turnip big enough for my whole family to feast upon," he said, as he covered the seed with dirt. Then he gave the plant some water and went home. The next day, he returned to the garden. He noticed that the seed had grown. The turnip plant came up to his knees. The old man smiled. He gave it water and sang it his favorite songs. Each day the turnip grew bigger and bigger. Soon the plant was higher than the man's waist. Then it came up to his nose. The old man and his family couldn't believe they had grown such a marvelous plant. To them, it was more wonderful than the prettiest roses in full bloom. Soon the turnip was bigger than the man himself. He decided it was time to pull it up. "What a splendid stew this beauty will make," he thought. He pulled at the turnip, but it did not come up. So he yanked and tugged and pulled some more, but the turnip did not budge. The man called his wife. "Dear wife, please come and assist me in pulling up this turnip so that we can make a fine stew." "With pleasure," said his wife, smacking her lips. She held on to her husband as he grabbed the top of the turnip. Together they pulled and tugged and yanked and pulled some more. But no matter how hard they both tried, they could not pull up the gigantic turnip. Their son came out of the house. "My sturdy son," called the woman, "please come and help us pull up this turnip." "I certainly will," said the boy. He held on to his mother, who held on to her husband, and together they pulled and tugged and yanked and pulled some more. But no matter how hard they all tried, they could not pull up the gigantic turnip. Then the boy saw his sister walking by. "Strong sister, please come and help pull up this turnip," he cried. So the girl ran over and grasped her brother, who held on to his mother, who held on to her husband. Together they pulled and tugged and yanked and pulled some more. But no matter how hard they all tried, they could not pull up the gigantic turnip. Then the girl saw her dog near the fence. "Powerful Pooch," she cried, "come and help us pull up this turnip." The dog ran over and took hold of the girl's dress in its mouth. And together, everyone pulled and tugged and yanked and pulled some more. But no matter how hard they all tried, they could not pull up the gigantic turnip. Then the dog saw a cat in a tree. "Fierce feline," he barked, "come and help us pull up this turnip." The cat meowed and ran over and took hold of the dog. Together, everyone pulled and yanked and tugged and pulled some more. But no matter how hard they all tried, they still could not pull up the gigantic turnip. Then the cat spied a little mouse under a cabbage plant. "Mighty Mouse, come and help us pull up this turnip," the cat meowed. "That mouse is not mighty," they all cried, "and she certainly will not be able to help us pull up the turnip." But the mouse ran over and held on to the cat, and together everyone pulled and tugged and yanked and pulled some more. Then, to everyone's amazement, The turnip flew out of the ground so fast that the man, the woman, the boy, the girl, the dog, the cat, and the mouse all fell backwards right on top of each other. The man looked at the huge turnip and turned to the others. "Please help me eat this gigantic turnip," he cried. So they each held on to a part of the turnip and walked it home. The stew was as delicious as the man had said it would be, and they all had 3 helpings, even the tiny mouse.